All right. Welcome in, everyone that's coming in. How's it going, Yosh? Week 4 was something.
Shaky. It was interesting. It was a good time to watch football, unless
Yeah.
you were watching the Texans again.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of takes that I think went well. We had a couple that were some misses, but I think overall we were pretty positive on our takes
We
and
were
stuff.
right more than we were wrong.
Yeah, I would agree. The big miss that hurt was missing on Ashton Genty for all the um weekly fantasy stuff. He was really the guy you needed this week. And it was so frustrating because I was on that game and he was like the only piece that I wasn't getting to from that game. And he was the only one that mattered. So that was a bummer. But we were definitely
Dude,
right about Puka, where we were taking him. Um,
dude, I was
we
just watching some rankings this morning, bro. People are like all in on Puka now. They're like, dude, he's the truth. I'm like, but
Yep.
been saying that.
They're waking up now. Now they're waking up.
If Stafford
Uh,
stays healthy.
but yeah, we were taking him 101 early in the week when he was 105, and that played out great. He was one of the best first round pick you could get. And if we weren't getting him, we were getting Bijan, and that also aged pretty well. We were big on Hampton. We were big on Buka. Those guys both smash.
I was
The
high on
biggest,
AJ Brown.
yeah, that was a miss. The other big miss was Neighbors, and that's just unlucky. That wasn't
Yeah.
anything we can control. And that injury hurt us, man. I had a couple teams that I think would have been live to doing pretty well had Neighbors not gone down with that injury.
Can't win them all.
Um, but first, I want to pull up the picks that we had last week. So this is all the games I picked, 16 being the highest total points. And you lose that many if your team doesn't win. So we had the Bills, easy. We had the Lions. That was also pretty easy. Chargers. Now this is
Chargers sold that game so bad.
yeah.
Like, so many ways you could
I,
tell.
I'm pretty mad at myself for keeping Chargers at 14 just because of I literally was telling you how this game felt fishy. The Chargers were 3-0, had just beat 3 teams in the division. They're feeling good. Don't really have much to play for. Traveling to New York on the road. The Giants, on the other hand, have everything to play for, where it's like almost a must-win
Whole change
game.
in the
Yep,
franchise.
they're putting Darden to give them that first game. And I thought it was a tough matchup, but the Chargers didn't play too well. Giants have Neighbors go down early and still end up winning this game.
Somehow.
Like I said, I'm pretty mad at myself for not getting to the Giants or at least taking the Chargers lower because of these concerns I had. But I will victory lap that I didn't take them in my survivor leagues because I wasn't that confident. But other than that, picks were solid. This game was just a lot closer than I was expecting it to be. I thought Dak played really well, honestly. Packers pass rush was pretty non-existent. I think they
Dak
had the
played
one.
really good.
Yeah, Dak had a great game yesterday. I thought he played great. And then Pickens balled out too. I thought Matthew Golden looked pretty good in a smaller role. Romeo Dobbs went off after me and Yash were hating on him throughout the week.
I said the
More so
idea of
me.
starting Dubs should be entertained more than we were. But yeah, we were both kind of low on him.
Mm-hmm. I got Broncos tonight with high confidence level. And then we had Texans, Seahawks, Eagles. Those are all right. Way off with this Chiefs-Ravens one. That was way more one-sided than I thought it was going to be.
That shouldn't have been like that. That was weird.
I think the Ravens, they might be panic time. Lamar has a hamstring injury now. They're 1-3. I don't know how their
Defense ain't looking
schedule
good.
looks
Great,
the next
rather.
couple of weeks. But yeah. We had the Patriots take down the Panthers. Dolphins and Jets play tonight. I got the Dolphins. Rams was
Fins
right. Falcons
Fins are
was
definitely
right.
losing that.
I
Why
wish
did
I
you
had.
take Fins?
I don't know. Have you looked at the Jets' defensive injuries and the
No.
Dolphins at home and Tua's home
I
yard
just-
splits?
I have not looked at any of that. I'm just looking at the matchup, and I
Miami's-
don't like the Fins.
Miami's favored. I wish I took them a little lower because I was definitely more confident in like the Falcons winning this week than I was the Dolphins, but whatever. Raiders get blocked field goal at the last minute. Jags upset was on the money. Vikings couldn't come back. That was probably a bad read. The only really bad picks I'd say these two are fine process. I probably would have left them the same. I think worst pick for sure is this Ravens Chiefs. Everything else is pretty on the money. Not my best week from picks perspective, but definitely could have been worse. And then now we're going to look at underdog and look at some of the teams we drafted from last week's. So we ended up a little down on the week, but we made some money back in some spots. We really got screwed over by the neighbor's injury. That's what hurt us big time.
Yeah, we did. So, but Ibuka went off, bro. We took a lot of Ibuka.
Yeah. So if you look at our exposures, Ibuka was our highest drafted player, and he had a pretty good game. He wasn't necessarily like one of the guys you needed at receiver, but he had a good game. Kincaid didn't do much. That hurt us. We were high on Puka, and that smash. That was the best take of the slate. Saquon didn't do much. That hurt. Bijan and Hampton both balled out. And 18% neighbors. This is where we got killed. Baker also didn't had a kind of lackluster game. Allen and Cook were all right, but they didn't really smash. Same thing with Hurts. Rome was a big hit. Ladd, almost a complete zero. Bowers, almost a complete zero. Henry, same sort of thing. AJ Brown also didn't perform. Debo was okay. But yeah, all in all, nothing super crazy. Like I said earlier in the stream, the big miss was Ashton Genty. Definitely gonna try to prevent that in the future.
What do you think about Jacoby's performance?
I think it was less of a concern for Jacoby and the pass catchers, more so concern on Geno Smith. And it wasn't like, oh, this week all the targets were consolidated to Bowers, so Jacoby and Trey Tucker didn't get there. No, it was the targets were mixed and nobody got there this week. So I think that's what's the most concerning part.
Do you think that's a good look for Trey Tucker and the Darnell Mooney take I have for him? I don't think he's going to be like crazy like T. Higgins, bro, but I think he's going to be a guy who you can put in your flex every week and you can expect like 10 points with upside.
I mean, no. His floor's his floor's way lower than that. He has upside, but
lower than, yeah, probably like 8. But
no, dude, look at what he did this week. He had like 4 points. He had 2 receptions.
But the Raiders just like sucked, and it was like an Ashton Genty game.
Yeah,
that won't happen every week.
Yeah, I'm not saying every week, but you're saying that he's gonna get you 10 points. But like he showed 2 of his 4
weeks, like 10 points might be a little cute. Okay,
two of his half his games this year he's had less than 5 fantasy points.
I definitely think the Darnell comp is there.
No, Mooney's a lot safer. Actually, I mean Mooney's.
I'd say they're about where they are. Here, before we go to Mando, Andrew, I agree with you, but I don't agree with the golden take. I think he won't be as high as people anticipate because people are like on crack sometimes. But I definitely think he will eventually emerge as a receiver 1 there. I think that's why they had to draft a first-round receiver. It's because they've been having that problem since Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like since after Devontae left, they've been having that no receiver 1 problem.
I'm big on Golden, to be honest. In Dynasty, I'm buying him right now. I do see the concern with how Green Bay spreads the ball around. I think that's just kind of how LaFleur likes to run his offense. But I think Golden flashing like he has the first couple weeks, despite not being like a full-time player, is super encouraging. His separation score is great. His film grades look great. I think it's just a matter of time before he really has a big week. Like he hasn't scored a touchdown yet. And I think that'll change at some point. So I'm definitely very much still in on Golden. But I do see the concern starting him week to week. Definitely a type of guy that's going to be better in best ball profile. Mondo's question, thoughts on Woody Marks? That was another thing we did get right from this week. We were shouting Woody Marks.
You were shouting.
I was shouting Woody Marks. I've been in on Woody. I think he's a priority ad in redraft leagues right now. The report I was bringing up was that he was working with CJ Stroud in practice last week, when in the past he had been working with Davis Mills for individual and team drills. And that came to fruition. His snap count was increased, his touch count was increased, and he scored 2 touchdowns and had an awesome game. One of his touchdown runs was sick, too. Did you see that?
What, the little like dead leg thing he did?
Yeah. He dead legged that corner. Oh, that was nice. But yeah, I think Marks is a great ad in redraft if he's available. Definitely could see him taking over that backfield. I don't want to get too ahead of my skis on him, like rankings wide rest of the season, but I don't think an RB2 like finish to the season is out of range of outcomes for him.
I agree. I could see a Dameon Pierce-esque season from him, but I don't know how that looks when Mixon comes back. I don't know if that's like a 60-40, and I don't know which way
I think
that
Marks
goes.
is a lot more talented than Pierce.
I'm just talking fantasy numbers, Pookie Bear.
I also don't know if Mixon is going to come back this year. They're still awful quiet on that whole situation, which just feels strange to me. Yeah.
Any good dynasty receiver bias?
Yeah, Matthew Golden.
Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, Quentin Johnson, his price keeps going up, but I think he's honestly a good buy right now because he still has the grossness attached to his name. I was going to bring up the Chargers wide receivers, and I might be rethinking my ranks I gave on the show last week. I might be moving QJ to the top.
I forgot what stat I saw, but he has like receiver 2 usage and like receiver 4 output or something like that right now. Like something stupid. He has like some stupid like that.
He's commanding targets.
I wouldn't want to pay more than a second for him, like a second and like a side piece on my bench. I would try to scoop him up low because that's probably what you can get Lad McConkey for right now if the owner's really scared.
Let me ask you this, Yash. Quentin Johnson or Travis Hunter in Dynasty?
Travis Hunter or who?
Quentin Johnson.
As of right now, unless the Jaguars figure out how to use Travis Hunter on one side of the ball, I think you got to go QJ, which is crazy to say. It is definitely recency bias, but
I don't know if it
is. The problem with Travis Hunter, though, like he just played 30% of the snaps. He just played 30% of snaps. He got like what, a 30-yard post route. I saw one of the conversations on like some analyst guy. He was like, Colorado, they got a simple route tree. It was a simple offensive route tree. So he could play both sides of the ball and he doesn't have to memorize like freaking whether the hell they got him doing in this weird Jags offense, Like that's like so much to put on like a person to memorize, bro. Like a QB already has a hard job knowing the whole playbook. Like imagine knowing 2 playbooks. Like I can't imagine he succeeds like year 1 trying to do that. Maybe year 2, maybe year 3. I don't know, but not right now.
Yeah, I think he's a hold in Dynasty for me, and redraft. You got to still stash him on your bench just in case he figures it out, but you're definitely not starting him right now. Can't start him.
What about Darren Waller?
I was just pulling it up. I think Waller's an interesting one. I'm down to put him in one slip, maybe with like more of like a lottery type play, but I don't want to bank on him too much. He's not super secure, but we can build out maybe like a 4 or 5 man and throw him in there. I think I'm liking the 1.5 receptions line the most for Juice. I think there's definitely a world he catches 2 passes tonight. But it's also who knows how much he's really playing.
What impact do you think him playing has on the Dolphins' offense?
Not much. Just gives 2 another big target. Let's throw him in the slip.
Do you think that's going to impact anyone else's production at all? Like, what if he just gets like 4 targets, 3 receptions, 30 yards, 1 touchdown?
I'm not really overly worried about anyone else. I think it's just going to help Tua out more than anything. Wanted to shout J.K. Dobbins.
My king. What is he at? His line was at like 67. Is it still there? 65?
65.5, and his touchdowns at 0.89. Cincinnati struggled against running backs, so he was definitely someone I wanted to talk about today. I think
he's been crushing that line already against like good defenses.
His rush yards.
Yeah.
The thing that's just concerning, though, is his volume. Like, he's only had 16, 14, 11 carries, but the Pick'em lobby has him projected at 14.5 attempts.
I wouldn't take that.
Which, if he gets 15 attempts, he should smash this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think let's take rush yards.
I think I'll smash it on like 13.
So we got these two, and then another. I know you were talking about him earlier in the week. I think I'm getting there with T. Higgins.
Oh my god, dude! I think we took him at like 55. Why are people taking his lower? They're that low on Jake Browning. They're not seeing the vision of PS2 shadowing Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, outlet guy. Like, are we not?
The only concern I would say is that Denver has a really high blitz rate, and we saw how bad Jake Browning looked against the blitz last week with the Vikings. But the Vikings run a lot of zone blitzes. Denver runs a lot of man blitzes. So Browning's going to need to get the ball out of his hands quickly is what I'm trying to say. So Chase Brown receptions could be sneaky. I do definitely think T. Higgins can get there, though, too. Denver's going to play a lot of man coverage, and T. Higgins will get the better matchup. Can you get behind T. Higgins' touchdown for 1.5?
I don't know if I even want to get behind any Bengals touchdowns. TVH. I don't like the receptions line for Brown. He's only gone over it once.
Yeah.
He's only getting 3 targets. He's not even
the
getting
2.5, but I'm not big on the 3.5 line.
I mean, yeah, he could over. I could see him going over it, but like Saquon and him having the same receptions line makes no sense to me. So,
what do you think of taking this T4 receptions line at 8x?
I
feel like
he hasn't done that this season yet. But I mean, they have to be on offense. I'm not even going to say if they have to pass the ball, bro. Like, the Bengals have to be on offense eventually.
I think T is a solid play. I like this 3.5. I'm going to add it.
What's Jamar's at? What's his targets? What's T's targets at?
T's targets is 6.5.
See how close together they have them?
Mm-hmm.
Feels fishy. I definitely like the Darren Walker shout. I always like betting on players who haven't played yet, weirdly. That's why I like betting the most, like on week 1, week 2. Because the books don't have
anything from this Jets-Miami game interesting to you? I was kind of liking Garrett Wilson's stuff, yards-wise. And I was also kind of liking Fields' fantasy.
I don't know. I don't like betting fantasy points. I don't like that.
I do. It's a good.
I can see it for Justin Fields.
And it'd be a little correlation with the Garrett Wilson over.
Mm-hmm.
J.K. Dobbins got taken off. Oh, never mind. It's back. All right. So these 5 is a 14x. If we take off T, it's still at a 9x. I think let's add T back. Anything of these that concerns you that you think we should take off?
You know how I feel about the receptions.
The T.
Yeah. Especially a 0.8 too. He hasn't gone over that once. It's a 0.8. I'd rather just take the yards.
I'm just telling myself the story about the blitz rate. A lot of like quick receptions where Browning has to get the ball out of his hands quick. The way the Vikings were playing them. That game was also a blowout. It's hard to like. I might just scrap this game. I don't really want to count that one. This one was weird week 1.
I could definitely just see like any of these lines for T hitting, but I see the receiving one better personally because I like.
Let's do this. How about this? Let's do these 3. Let's take out Dobbins, and let's just do 2 different slips. Let's have this one for 1. So this is just passing volumes a little higher than anticipated for both teams. Should we throw some
first TD?
Do you want to say anything for A-Chain? I was looking at his
receptions.
Yeah, his receptions is always nice. 5.5. Kind of like his yards today. I know he's been getting there more with the receptions rather than yards, but the Jets haven't been super stout against the pass. And everyone's going to be seeing this receptions and hammering the receptions rather than the yards, which I don't know if is necessarily the right process. I think total yards isn't a bad play either.
It's just total up.
It's so juiced.
97.
Could lower it to 90.
He hasn't even hit 90. He's hit 97 once. And that was on this one big game for 122.
All right, let's leave out A-Chain for now and just run these. This is a little 3-man for 5X.
You're freaky with a Pookie Bear.
All right.
No T?
Nah. Well, I'm going to do T and Dobbins and one or the other. I'm going to drop that in the chat in case anyone wants to tail it. And then
T, Dobbins, and Jaceki first TD.
So let's go T. I still like the receptions more, bro.
Take the receptions. Your slip.
We'll run this.
Can you, after you put this one, show me the lotto, the like 7-leg one I have, so I can see how many I got wrong, how many I got right.
Okay, and then we locked in T and Dobbins in this one. Drop that link too. All right, I think that's all we'll do for pick'ems. I don't want to get too crazy.
It's just Monday night.
I do actually have a Bo Nix free square, which I don't know why it doesn't show up on the desktop version, but I was trying to find the best pair for that earlier today. What was I looking at? Results.
J.K. Dobbins, rush yards.
Results champions. Not a good weekend on the pick'ems. Travion screwed me, man. He just didn't get any passes in the second half, and he had one play where one of his
got that touchdown, wasn't it Antonio Gibson?
Hendo got there too. He got a touchdown, but his receiving yards line is so annoying. He easily could have had more too. One of his plays, there's only one guy to miss. One guy he needed to make miss, and he did not. The Shaheed Thornton one. Saquon Reed was free. He cashed that so early.
I think the process with Shaheed was there. We should have gone receptions and Thornton. We were just wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong about Thornton.
Well, that's a college football one I did.
A lot of red, Brett.
Yeah, this is not a good pick'em day. This one.
Where's the 7, bro? Where's the 7?
Well, this game being a blowout threw that off. I'm trying to find it.
Is it? Oh, it's probably still live. It's still live because it's, even though like it should be out, it should probably still be live because it has Monday stuff. This one,
Wando.
Let me see which ones I don't like. I like my AJ Brown stuff. Did he get there?
Yeah.
Oh, because I took targets. I was so locked in. Let's go. I was like, because I thought I took receptions in my head. I was like, damn, my process was there. Like he just stinks.
I think I shouted targets.
Love that. Oh, Brian Thomas. process this. I think.
Oh my
Just a
God!
bad
Side
line.
note: I was at this game, dude. Brian Thomas. Look at this.
You have a video?
No.
Wyandotte low-key should have gotten there with Neighbors out. I honestly like this slip still, even though it's a bad slip.
Do you see this? BTJ, bro. Only one.
Oh no!
He needed 8 more yards. I would have won $150.
Probably
Got
has
robbed.
like some free drop for 8 yards.
Oh, he did. He
Mims
had one on
under
the sideline.
receptions and a pair.
He had one on the sideline where he didn't get his feet down.
Mims under receptions and pair that with his over in yards. Andrew, what the hell am I looking at right now?
That's crazy. Oh. I do kind of like fading Marvin Mims because he's been on the injury report all week.
Mm-hmm. And also, Troy Franklin took his job because of nepotism. QB nepotism got Troy Franklin his job.
I do like Troy Franklin today, actually. I was looking at him earlier today. Let's do – I know I said we're done, but let's do a touchdown one.
God damn it. Mike Gesicki, first touchdown bag.
No, we're not going to do that.
I just don't like betting on the Fins. The Fins with Achane and Tyreek, and it's just too weird. They're just too weird, too unpredictable. Like, their touchdowns are probably going to be like freaking.
Here it is.
Darren Waller and Ollie Gordon.
Here it is right here.
It's going to be the Fins. What's Ollie Gordon's stuff at right now? And Braylon Allen?
1.6.
1.6. What's I'll check all the backup RBs and check Samaje for the Bengals. Samaje, Braylon Allen, and Ollie Gordon.
Braylon Allen's lower payout than Ollie, actually.
Huh.
I like Ollie at 1.64.
I think Braylon might have higher odds, though, low key, of getting in TBH. Like,
does he, though?
I don't know. Let's see. Who's being a better vulture right now? Ollie's growing into his vulture role, so that's probably why he has better odds.
I like these 4 a lot.
All right, bro. Don't get mad if Ollie sells you. And babe, I don't know. I like Braylon Allen a little too much right now as a Breece Hall owner, too. Like, dude, he had a. I don't know. He's getting 6 attempts.
I might just put 5 buckos on this.
5 buckos. That's a large unit. You sure? Just put like 2 buckos, bro.
I might put 5 in flex. So if we go 3 or 4, we still get 28 back.
Just gotta do standard.
Yeah, fuck
it. Dude, I'll never forget the time I made it flex over standard, and then all of it hit, and I was just so emo. It's just like, ugh. Never doing that on a 5 leg again. I'd rather just watch it all burn.
Like I was saying earlier, I do kind of like Fields and Garrett Wilson both tonight. I might
take him in a draft, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just rip a draft. So this is. We'll do. Let's do. Let's do a Monday Night Football Palooza. I'm debating doing one of these.
You know what take I saw today? It was talking about Cam Ward, the guy. He was just pissing on Cam Ward. He's like, Cam Ward, first round guy, first overall guy. He's playing as bad as Will Levis was, but we're all just excusing him because he's a first round guy.
He hasn't been great.
I don't think it's a quarterback problem in Tennessee either. I don't think it's a quarterback problem for the Giants. I don't think it's a quarterback problem for the Titans. I think it's a franchise problem, and they have a lot of problems.
I could get behind that.
And I can't imagine that spending an early pick on a QB two times in 3 years while you have limited picks is exactly a good thing either.
Yeah. All right, we're ripping one of these.
And all I gotta say is, if Cam Ward also fails, does that mean we get to give Will Levis a Baker Mayfield storyline? Does he get the Baker Mayfield treatment? Because I'm for it. Mayo man, bro. Come on. My boy, I love Will Levis.
You are big on Will Levis and have been.
How can you hate him? He was a projected early first round guy who fell to the second round. Like the first pick in the second round. And he just gets pooped on by
I think I'm going to use the Bo Nix free pick with Garrett Wilson receiving yards, by the way. I wish I could show it on
Damn, J.K. Dobbins 2.5 ADP.
No, he's going early in these.
You should just be a little rat and take 2 RBs. Is there a flex in this?
Oh, on the clock.
Like you're stuck with Brees.
Format is 1 QB, 1 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. No, I think I'm gonna rip Garrett Wilson. I was just talking about how I like him tonight.
Whatchamacallit? This is so weird for running back. J.K. Dobbins, 2nd overall. Never thought I'd see the day. Mike King gets the glory he deserves. Did you see our one Flock Community Contest draft where you're 2nd place and I'm 3rd place?
No.
Yeah, it's the one draft we did together for that. We're 2nd and 3rd.
Damn.
The guy who, and then it's only the first guy who gets to proceed in. Good luck.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be the guy.
I just hope the other guy doesn't win.
I'm gonna be the guy.
T over Waddle, IMO.
I'm with you on that. What are we gonna do at running back though? Are we gonna take RJ Harvey?
Question. There's 4 starting running backs. There's 4 teams. Okay. The teams that are making the finals, what build are they going to have? Who is going to be the unexpected guy or the expected guy who just drops 20 and wins at RB this week?
And from this slate?
Yeah.
I think RJ Harvey has the best chance to, but I don't feel lovely about that.
Is it RJ Harvey? Is it Braylon Allen with 2 touchdowns off 6 carries? Is it does Chase Brown just defy expectations? He's like, yeah, I'm him. Remember me last season when I was dropping 20 a game? Should I trade Saquon and Brian Thomas Jr. for Gibbs now? I'm going to sit on this for a second.
I wouldn't do that.
And I'm still going to say no. If you're getting Saquon and BTJ, yes, to clarify.
Who do we go at tight end, Gesicki or Waller?
But I think Saquon to Gibbs is basically lateral, maybe a downgrade. Gesicki, this is disgusting. What am I looking at? Gesicki could be the play at tight end. I could see Gesicki being sneaky and dropping 13, 20 yards and a touchdown.
Well, Waller just went, so there's the decision made for us.
Let's see. How many? All right. This is Jake Browning's 3rd week starting.
Team. Fields, Gordon, Garrett, T, Frank, Gesicki. All right. Let's rip another one.
Did Evan Ingram go?
Yeah, he did. He's the tight end 1 in these.
I don't like that.
Either.
We're between Evan Ingram, Darren Waller. Who was starting for the Dolphins already?
No one.
At tight end, it is to have a tight end.
All right, and we land on the 103 again.
Dude, Mason Taylor low-key should be the tight end 1 in this slate. I think he has the most upside.
Probably. I mean, he
6 targets last week, bro. He's a rookie, you know. We're expecting him to grow into the role. That's the story you have to tell yourself.
Yo, what's up, Dale? Sam said, should I trade Chuba for JMO?
I lost neighbors and need more receiver help.
I would not.
I don't know if JMO is receiver help.
I feel like there's better wide receivers or more consistent wide receivers that you can explore a trade for.
I think Chuba Loki might be a sell though. I think he might be onto something.
Yeah, I don't hate the idea of selling Chuba, but like I said, I
get like Olave or something. Like people still kind of think Olave is disgusting because the team sucks. But he's a 10 target receiver every week. PPR scam. Also, yeah, good shout, Dale. QJ, people still think that name's like gross. Get the receivers who people like still have a bad taste in their mouth. Like, you really think Olave's like not gonna have like a couple of 20-point games where he actually gets there with a touchdown? Like he got bailed out this week because of a touchdown. And Spencer Rattler's been playing good ball. I know he's like 0-10 as a starter, but he's been playing good football. Quentin Johnston is low-key looking like the future. Stephon Diggs played like 80% of snaps this week. He could be a buy low before he starts averaging 16 targets a week or whatever. 16 points a week, not 16 targets. That's correct. What are your thoughts on Diggs? Showing up this week, playing the game of football from the slot, I believe.
Oh, he had a good week. It was encouraging. Definitely a good sign. How you feeling about AJ Brown?
I still feel good about AJ Brown, bro. He got 8 targets. Like, the process was there. He didn't catch any of them. Emmanuel Akko. I hate that guy. I hate all of his content that he puts out because he just yells for no reason. And I'm like, all right, buddy. But he did post all 8 targets of AJ Brown. So I watched that film this morning. And I think it might be like an OC problem. Like all of those routes were very boring routes.
And this team I just did, by the way.
Also like bad throws by Jalen. It's because you didn't have my guidance. Like Jalen like underthrew him on like 3 of them. So I don't know. Maybe not like a good Eagles passing offense to anyone but Dallas Goedert.
Yeah.
In terms of like where you drafted them. But I still don't hate my take on AJ Brown. I still think the process is there. I still think he's a receiver 1. And like say he catches like 3 more balls, that's like probably what a 15-point week.
Yeah.
Don't hate it.
All right.
Yeah, Devontae, I was trying to sell him in our dynasty already. I think it's a really hard player to sell right now. I love the talent. I love Devontae, honestly, as a player. He's one of my favorite receivers in the league, aside from like Rashid Shaheed and like my boys. But definitely scared for Devontae. Like, I know like he'll always get there occasionally because like him and Jalen Hurts Alabama moment, but like, you know, it's not encouraging.
Yes. We get the 101.
Like, dude, like imagine like AJ Brown, like soft hamstring tear, Devontae Smith, receiver 1 for the Eagles for like 2 weeks, or like rest of the season. It'd be beautiful. Devontae Smith can handle it, I think, if he was receiver 1. I think he could be a receiver 1 on like
a lot of teams.
Yeah, I was kind of underselling him for a moment, but he's really good. I love him.
Very talented.
He's getting old though, from a dynasty perspective. Not like old, but if I'm a buyer for quote unquote young receivers, one more season, and I don't really think he's like on my young receiver list.
Yeah,
he's already 26.
He's not really in like the rebuilder window.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think right now it's hard to get a first value from him when you could have easily gotten that a year ago.
All right, y'all. Should we start off A-Chain here? Let's think through what we can do.
Achan Wilson is a beautiful stack, I think. Achan Sutton, low key.
Yeah, I could get behind T.
I think in terms of making money from these drafts, I think the method is to double stack at RB. Just take.
Well, the RBs, there's no one worth taking after these top three.
Low-key Brees, I could see Brees dropping 20. And he fell last time to the second round to you, I think.
Mm-hmm. We could go solo Fields with T.
Why not Bo? Why are you off on Bo?
I just don't know if they're gonna need him to throw a lot. I mean, maybe we could do him and then do.
No. I think like you're onto something with like the QB1 being Justin Fields. Probably. I'm just asking why not Bo.
I think I really like the matchup for Fields today, and I can just see him rushing a lot, having a good day on the ground. Maybe we could stack him with Taylor. Maybe he throws a touchdown to Taylor. I can tell myself that narrative for sure.
Get Mason Taylor.
I think last time he played Miami, he had like 140 rushing yards or something like that.
Whom's Dobbins?
No, Fields.
Oh, I could also see that.
I think that was like during that stretch of games he had randomly 2 years ago where he was actually like playing really well for the Bears. There goes Franklin.
Rainy day Fields in Santa Clara.
I like getting Taylor. And then maybe Chicago. We can go. This is where it gets ugly.
Let me see who's here. Filter it by receiver.
We could go RJ Harvey.
RJ Harvey is sneaky. I could definitely see him being a vulture for touchdowns.
I could see it too, and I could also see it being a nice way to attack that. Like, since we're taking Fields instead of Knicks, right? We're saying Fields is the QB1. We could tell our Fields is the QB1 this week. We could tell ourselves that Harvey takes some touchdowns or takes a touchdown. Maybe Dobbins gets one. We'll take Harvey, Taylor, and then we have to go a wide receiver for the last pick. Who's a dart at wide receiver who you could see getting there? Say Malik Washington's the only one I would say is remotely likely to do anything. And he just
Marvin, in case everyone's wrong, I think Josh Reynolds is coming back this week from injury, so he might be sneaky.
He is. Maybe we should do a jet. We're just like an Alan Lazard or something.
He is a jet, isn't he?
Yeah. Maybe, what about like Alan Lazard, dude? He's gross.
I'm checking snaps right now. Are you on the clock?
No, not yet.
I'm seeing which Jets receiver is playing the most. Arian Smith is my sneaky dynasty guy. It's Ty Johnson. Who is Tyler Johnson?
How many snaps is Arian Smith playing?
He just played full snaps last week. He might play another full game this game. That was his first game playing full snaps last week.
How many points did he have?
Like one. He had like 2 receptions.
Is he a sneaky scroll the hell down pick? No one's going to have him.
I think.
Let's take him. What if he scores a touchdown and no one has him?
But yeah, Arian Smith, guys, if you're in a dynasty league, he's a sneaky player. Not everyone has.
I'm going to rip one more of these, and then that's probably it. I don't want to get too crazy with these.
Yeah, it's just Monday.
It's so we can have something fun to sweat. Why not? It's a chill little stream today.
Yeah.
All right. For this one, we'll go Dobbins. I'm happy we have a team with all of those. If we get Dobbins here, all those 6 players we have at least one team with. So hopefully we have the right combo.
Hopefully. Let's see. Trying to think. I'm thinking about like this Bengals game. We're fading Jamar Chase, which was wrong.
I took Chase in one of them, the one that I said I didn't really like, but I'd be down.
Have
to
you
take
taken
him
any
again.
Browning?
No.
Because, I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not like a unique, like crazy niche take that Jamar Chase is going to do worse than T. Higgins. It's like a historical, like, take.
Mm-hmm.
So
I could be down to go Dobbins and then bring it back with. I doubt Chase is still there, but if he is, we could bring it back with Chase, or we can get T and play it from the Browning side. We could just there goes Chase.
Oh well. We take any Sutton? We take any Troy?
What do you think about
Tyreek?
I was gonna say want to go Reek T.
Yeah, we could do Reek too.
And then let's get Browning.
It's going to be Waddle T. It's actually going to just be a day of wide receiver 2s. Pop it off for 30. I could see that too. Sauce is just him.
Sauce has been shadowing too.
Eagles, though, that's definitely an interesting topic. I don't want to dive into, but I think the process is there. And I think they're just a good team. And they just play however they need to play. I don't think they have any pregame game plans.
Should we go T and Jasicki at tight end, or what are you thinking at tight end? Should we double down on the Taylor take?
I like the Taylor take. I kind of like Evan Ingram.
He's still there.
He's been playing like poo-poo.
Yeah, I don't really like Evan Ingram.
Okay, someone else's problem. Just leave tight end for whoever falls.
Yeah, we have one more flex, and we're obviously taking Browning, so QB doesn't really matter either.
What if they just run the ball on the Bengals all day? What if it's Harvey Dobbins?
Ooh, I like it actually. That might be unique too. Yeah, that will be unique. Going Dobbins and Harvey, they both get there.
Let's go, Mason. Damn, Mason Taylor. Fuck. Waller or Jasecki?
It's okay. We'll go Jasecki.
Like Jasecki. Maybe Jake Browning, like, we'll give him the rookie QB treatment. He'll just check it down to the tight end, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That is weird. Dobbins, Harvey. I could see it. Little Patriots moment. Little not Falcons, Seahawks moment.
This Jay guys, I don't know what he's doing. He might
just all what's his face drop 1 million points. So Kenneth Gainwell just dropped 30. So I think anyone can.
All right, this is a weird little team.
What are your thoughts on Kenneth Gainwell?
I'm just bummed that Jalen Warren didn't have that type of performance, and I forgot to take him out of my lineups in a league because I didn't wake up at 6:30.
Yeah, I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. for the. I don't live on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm. All right, Yash. I think that's it. I don't want to rip any more of those drafts.
What if the Arian Smith call is just like crazy? He just pops for 20 tonight. What's his thing? 4? No, look at RotoWire. Pull up his RotoWire right now. Pull him up. Pull up the stats right now, bro. Pull it up for the stream before you leave. We'll close out with an Arian Smith take. You're not on that screen, by the way. You're on a
I know.
Screen. Guys, this is how you know, like, I play Dynasty, and I like winning in Dynasty more than redraft, honestly, because I'd be looking at people like this. I'd be deep. He's got a decent draft capital, round 4 pick.
37 routes run last week.
He's on the come up, dude. I think you could throw me down like a little $5 on just his touchdown slip. Can we do that?
Yeah, but who do you want to pair with it?
We have to pair it.
Yeah, you can't just solo an underdog.
We'll do him, and we'll do who was in here talking about Darren. I don't want to oversaturate on Darren Waller. Who's a guy?
You do A-chain receptions. That gets you to 14x.
Yeah, it's a safe bet. Ben, he's been hitting it.
Don't do that.
Get it.
$5.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill gets clamped by Sauce. They can't really throw to Jalen because he's washed, and they just keep on throwing it to HN like they always do because he's the fucking GOAT. Dude, if I hear Arian Smith touchdown today, dude, I don't even care if HN hits. Anyone who watches this video to the end and hears this, and Arian Smith fucking hits tomorrow, you have to subscribe and share us to everyone, because I literally have a crystal ball at that point. Like, who is putting $5 on Arian Smith on a live stream, bro? I don't think anyone is.
What's he at on Novig? I'm just curious if we were to straight bet Arian Smith touchdown.
Stupid.
So
Arian Smith, Mason Taylor touchdown. No Braylon Allen, no nothing. Touchdown's probably not the right call. It's probably like targets or like receptions or yards or something. But
Arian Smith touchdown on Novig is plus 1,300.
If Arian Smith is on your waiver wire pickup list after today, bro.
Mason Taylor plus 492 for a touchdown. That might be.
I think they're both decent bets.
I think they're both live to score too. I also see Justin Fields.
It's just scary when they have a middle linebacker playing running back, It's like a little hard to bet anyone else getting a touchdown. Then, they're Lamar, QB, Braylon Allen, dog, and Breece Hall, dog. Like, it's a little hard.
Yeah. All right. I think that's going to wrap up our stream today. Pretty chill Monday stream. Probably come back on either tomorrow or Wednesday. TBD, but thanks for anyone who hopped in today. We'll see y'all for the next one. Hopefully everyone has some good luck with the games tonight and win some money.
All right.
Peace.
Good luck. All right, I'll send you 5.